Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Galaxy Outlaw. So at the end of the last episode I put out a call for some ideas of stuff to paint on the ship, and y'all came through, and I've been trying to just mess around with the paint shop here and figure out how to actually carry out those ideas as best I can. I tried freehanding some more stuff. It turns out the Manny Calavera was a fluke. I'm never going to be able to do this good of a job again. But fortunately I did figure out how to use the tools to help me achieve something even better. So you might notice right here, we have what sort of looks like a red-pink splotch. It's supposed to be a Chasmosaurus from the Curious Expedition. That thing is like a legendary pack mule, and this ship is nothing if not the stellar embodiment of all of its ideals. But unfortunately, as you can see here, it didn't come out so hot. The problem is the base artwork is just very low res because the game has a whole low res aesthetic. Oh well, what are you gonna do? There was one other idea that I thought was very important that we get done here. So if we just, there we go. It says right there, how do I? You know, all you gotta do is read the words on the screen, SB. I mean, at this point in the series, you know that's not really my thing. So if we just spray paint old Glottis here on the side of the ship. There you go. This right here is what the ship really is. This right here is what it aspires to be. Let's turn off the overlay here. Hey, that looks pretty good, actually. Yeah, I'm real pleased with that. And then, of course, in honor of save textures and... uh-oh. Okay, hung a little bit on save textures. In honor of its new paint job, I have rechristened our ship the Bone Wagon. You would think that that would maybe be in larger text somewhere. It turns out, at this point, this whole Let's Play is just an ode to Grim Fandango. Look at how tiny and weak all of these other ships are. Can you believe that at one point I was considering buying this thing? This weedy, ridiculous Gretchen of a ship? No, we made the right call. We've made all the right calls. Okay, so we still have some big moves we'd like to make as far as outfitting the thing goes, which means we're gonna need, like, a whole lot of money. But I'm wondering, I think let's go back to Bountiful Vista and see if we can pull off the, man, that's a strong look. You can't tell me it's not a strong look. Sorry, the Manny face is just, it's gonna get me every single time. We're gonna go back to Bountiful Vista and see if we can't pull off that realigning the dish thing now, with our increased armaments and everything. Alright, local map. By the way, I am reading people's comments about how I don't know how to fly the ship and everything. Some of you are wording it nicer than that. You know, almost all of you. And I do appreciate that. Just get the hell out of here. I'm learning, slowly. There's a lot to it. It turns out there's a lot to piloting a spaceship. Who would have thought? And I think we're gonna give the classical radio station another go here. Maybe it's just that the music tends to be quieter, but I feel like I didn't actually hear anything last episode. I mean, obviously, I'm a huge loudmouth, kind of eating up all the airwaves.
God, it's like getting hit by a truck.
But also there's a lot of, like, fire and stuff. I'm not responsible for all of the noise. It really does sound quieter, though, doesn't it? Why is that red? Oh, I jumped in the wrong direction. So the red ones are more dangerous, right? Maybe we should go back. You know, we could just go back, though. I don't know how I managed to do this. Alright, let's go back through and jump via the safer route through to Taggart. I don't know exactly what it means for the route to be red, mechanically speaking, but I do know that there's been an awful lot of flavor text about how the jump gates are falling apart and how they're a great danger to everyone, and I just feel like maybe we shouldn't mess with it. Oh, hold on, we gotta get away from this thing first. So, as far as defenses go, I think my first priority is better shielding, but I have been advised that I may be surprised at how hard it is to operate better shielding if I don't first upgrade the power core. So we're gonna have a look at our reactor as well. And then once we have shielding, a good general purpose damage solution, I still do want to pick up ECMs, and I also want to get that other turret. So that's all sort of like our medium-term goals. And once we have all that stuff handled, who dares? Hold on. Here's another thing I've been told. I'm not using this enough. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Switch target. Oh, jeez. Yeah, this is a whole different thing, huh? Okay, well, let's just cause a... Let's get a target lock on that dude. Interesting. So we can pause combat at any time and get a much clearer picture of what's going on. Listen, it takes me a while, but I always get there as long as there's lots of people to patiently explain to me what I need to be doing. Hey, wow, that was a pretty good bounty, actually. Did he drop anything? Looks like no. It also looks like he wasn't the only pirate in the area. Man, these steel rats are troublemakers. I mean, that's living up to their name, I suppose. Rats are nothing if not troublemakers. Let's see if we can't maybe make this guy reconsider his approach. There we go.
Yes. Looks like that just about does it.
Okay, I did just grab some contraband there. We'll see if it's see if it ends up being worth having. We never did try to fly over here. Do you think we should just try to fly over there? You know, just to see? Kind of want to just go see. Yeah, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go and fly to Rasmussen real quick. That way we can save the fact that we just got over 3,000 credits for 10 seconds worth of fighting, because that's worth preserving, I think.
Autopilot disengaged by hostiles.
Oh, hostiles, of course. Ain't that always the way?
Trouble. I sure could use your help.
Okay, let me... Hold on. So there's a Steel Rats bomber. Oh, you can even see what cargo is in them with this thing. That's crazy. This really helps you identify how bad of a fight it's going to be. Although I don't appreciate that it doesn't give you better information about the... Oh, I guess it tells you what type of ship it is over here. It's not in this part. So it's some scrims. They're all scrims, I think. An Archon. Alright. Let's make this our active target and go get him. I think we can probably save missiles for a moment here. These guys have a lot to worry about already. Oh yeah, give me that grill blue label. Interesting that my turret just kind of assumed I would want to shoot at this guy. Seems like a big decision for what is basically a slightly smarter than average gun to be making on its own.
Looks like we're in the clear.
Bounty received.
You know what? I'll take some hijacked valuables. Why not? Let's just go ahead and fly over to the station, and anything that we can't offload pretty much immediately. Ooh, man, he took a pretty serious shot there. We'll just abandon. I don't need to be carrying this stuff around.
Let me know.
Apparently it's just like, it's totally normal etiquette to call people up and insist that they give you work. Wild. Manners in space are just wild. Boy, that looks like it goes pretty deep, doesn't it? I mean, I was flying directly at that steel rat while we were firing at each other.
Well, at least she's not bleeding oil anymore.
Okay, you know what? It's fine. It was all cosmetic damage. It's the, just sort of the outer layer of skull. You don't even really need that. Okay, commodities. What can we offload? I do not need this stuff. I mean, I guess we also don't really need to drop it right away. And the legal stuff is easy enough to just get rid of anywhere. The transplants... Ooh, human transplants. These are actually... This is the thing we have that quest for, isn't it? We have 1 unit of human transplants. We also have some Greel Blue Label, which is not as valuable as Greel Whiskey. At least not here. We're probably never going to get good prices for any of this stuff, but like I was saying, we don't need to sell it right now. We actually have room in the hold. Just check here real quick. Is there anything terribly interesting? Over in the Tombstone system, we could go blow up a cop. I'm assuming that that's how we're going to get the records. Don't have a lot of ways of interacting with people in this game. You know, your verbs are somewhat limited. That's a fair amount of money, but I don't really want to go out to Tombstone. I don't even know what direction that's in. The wrong one, it turns out. Yeah, I'm comfortable not taking any of this stuff on. There is a Merchant's Guild here. Let's check that out. If somebody wants something run over in the direction we're going, Galactic West, as it were, we could probably do that. So we're headed toward Missouri. 7 units of pulp novels. I mean, they provide it, right? It doesn't say you have to source it yourself. High-risk delivery. Obtainium ore must be acquired by you. Wait, aren't they selling obtainium here? Am I misremembering what I just saw on the commodities board? Oh no, okay, it has a higher than normal sale price. You can't buy it here. Well, never mind then. It's not too hard to get obtainium. I mean, we find it all the time. But we can only afford to have so many things in our log that are just in case we discover it. And you really do find it like all the time, though. What's in my mission log right now? This thing in the Montana system, which is... I mean, we're headed in that direction eventually. And then that is in Missouri, which we're totally headed toward. I'm going to drop this.
Mission abandoned.
We're probably not even going to do that. And let's go ahead and pick up this, this obtainium mission, because this is totally doable. We find obtainium all the time. We'll just, you know, sort of keep it on the back burner, and eventually it'll give us 50,000 credits without a whole lot of work. I'm all about that exchange rate. Alright. Hey, I don't remember how much turrets are. $36. Okay, I knew we were close. I mean, we don't need a mining turret to mine, right? Maybe not. I don't know. We're gonna find out. So speaking of mining, maybe it would be a good idea for us to jump out towards some asteroids, ping them with our mining scanner, and see if we can't maybe just mine ourselves some obtainium. I mean, it must be easy to get. That's why it's called obtainium. It's so obtainable. I mean, there's some big rocks over here. Hey, don't tell me how to fly. Very presumptuous of him to think he can just tell us how to fly. Let's just get over by these rocks and do a local scan and see if something comes of it. I mean, the rocks right by the station probably have been mined of all of the useful stuff. But we're just gonna try it out. That's probably close enough. Scan area. Yeah, looks like we got a whole lot of nothing. Okay, that's fine. Do we have We have some locations that are marked as unknown. And I do want to try coming over here and just seeing if they'll blow us up right away or if we could actually land here. Now let's jump out to one of these mysterious locations first. See if maybe it is an asteroid belt. I guess an asteroid cluster? It's not really a belt if it's not around anything. Oh, it's some ships. Huh. That's weird.
Missile inbound.
Do you mind? What is wrong with you? Who taught this guy manners? You gotta wonder.
Missile inbound.
Damn.
Ooh, okay. That was not ideal. That guy just ran straight into us.
Oh, you're dead.
At least we hope so.
Damn.
Missile inbound.
Oh, Steel Rats. This is a Steel Rats freighter. That's why we're still getting shot. Because the freighter itself is a problem. Well, hold on. I would love to steal all the loot here if we could. Just thinking, you know, we went to all the trouble of prying it out of those ships. We may as well.
Missile inbound.
Gotcha.
Okay. Maybe just employ the baby giraffe wiggle. Usable by ships that are not the baby giraffe. It's okay. It's allowed. Jesus. Alright. So it turns out...
Mission reached.
Ooh. Okay, well, not mining stuff exactly. Let's give it a quick scan, though.
Radar impaired.
Yeah. Okay, there's definitely some arcing going on in this nebula. Let's check over here. See if anything jumps out. I think we may have slightly damaged... Ow. May have slightly damaged the ship when we rammed that pirate.
Destination reached.
Or rather, when he rammed us. Okay, well, it's just a big cloud. I mean, that's neat. Not really helpful to me. Maybe over here? Maybe this point of interest will be a place where some mining could be done?
Let's put some more marks on the kill board.
Oh, jeez.
Autopilot
Alright.
disengaged by hostiles. Missile inbound.
Oh, you don't say.
You're as good as dead.
You messed with the wrong girl today.
This guy may have gotten himself into a situation. Don't fight the police. There we go. Fight this guy.
Missile inbound. Starboard shields down.
The good news is, there are police. The bad news is, they are not killing the enemies quickly enough.
Looks like that's safely in the hole.
Well, I sure hope the, Boy, they love ramming us. I sure hope the pirates let us dock, because we really need to dock now.
No, this is unacceptable.
Well, that's the thing about a missile is, it doesn't really care whether or not you accept it.
Target eliminated.
Okay, that guy is already dealt with. Yeah, we are not cool. Not yet. I think we're mostly not being shot at anymore, though. So it's an upgrade in situation. We really are just firing So much garbage into space. Okay, where was I going? Man, I really hate it when the ship makes that noise.
Destination reached.
The Pandemonium Belt. Well, this might be a place we could do some mining. It also might be something tremendously more horrifying based on the name.
Resources detected.
Alright. Well, let's try to do something with that. Looks like my engine is mostly fine. The reactor seems to be okay. I don't think we took any, like, huge hits to anything that we can't fix.
Resources detected.
This rock is mineable. So it said it's supposed to, like, highlight fractures, places where you can shoot to get stuff done. I think the rocks... It must be on the other side of the rock, right? Based on what we're seeing here. Well, let's just throttle down and investigate.
Resources detected.
Ship sort of throttled up without my say-so there. It's not super easy to do this, actually. I'm assuming just shooting at the rock is not going to help. Yeah, I mean, that's... that seems to do functionally nothing. I know there are resources detected. I just need, like, I need a little bit more than that. Maybe I need to get... on the side that Oh, wait. Is that an indicator? Or is that just glowy like that? I mean, it sure looks like something, doesn't it? Maybe we do need a mining laser. It's definitely an indicator of some kind. Yeah, okay, I guess you must need a mining turret. Well, alright. We'll get one. Alright, let's see if we can get close enough to this thing to figure out whether or not they will allow us to dock here.
Live from Hitchcock, this is the Spark 98.3 and
I mean, they must let people, right? It can't just be people who are already, like, full members of the Pirate Brigade. Because if it was, then, like, to whom would they sell their stolen cargo?
By distress signal. Autopilot disengaged by hostiles.
Oh boy. I'm just gonna, see myself out of here. This looks like a real whole thing that I don't want to be involved in. Best of luck to y'all, though. Hey, are you noticing the scorch marks on the inside of our cockpit up there?
Missile inbound.
Okay, destination reached. Missile immediately inbound.
Would not decline an offer of assistance.
Missile inbound.
Skag House. I don't know how to... Maybe this isn't a place you can dock. Maybe this is just like an indication of this is where the pirate lords are. Because I don't even see anywhere to dock.
Shields down. Port hull breached. System.
Hey, we're not going to be able to fight our way through all this. I don't know what I'm doing.
Feel free to assist, citizen.
I am trying to flee instead. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do that. We need to, apparently, be all the way in the pirates' good graces. Well, we learned some stuff there. Learned that apparently a mining turret's a good idea. And we have the money for one. Wait, where am I right now? Yeah, we could totally afford one. Let's just go ahead and redock and have one installed. Then we'll try that thing again. You know, it may seem obvious, Well, of course you need the mining thingy to do the mining. But played an awful lot of space games where you can just kind of shoot mineable resources with whatever you have on you, and it works. Okay. Let's try that. Let's head back out to that same point of interest. I'm not sure exactly where our turret hardpoints are on the ship, so I don't know where we'll need to, like what side of the ship we'll need to have pointed toward the resources. I guess we'll just see what happens.
Destination reached.
Okay, so we want to get a little closer to the big rocks. Give me one of these.
Detected.
And then I'm just going to try to find the glowy part again. Because that's got to be right, right? Find the glowy part. I do wish that we had more, like, thrusters and stuff on the side of the ships that I could maybe... Oh, I think I saw it, actually. I also think I've done this in a terrible way. Let me get away from the asteroid a little bit. It'd be cool if we could, like, glide sideways past things more easily. Let's see. Maybe I need to rescan.
Resources detected.
But I thought I saw one of those glowy dotted patches. Hold on, I definitely saw one. Ooh. Get away from the rock. Okay. So see, part of the problem here is that this thing is constantly rotating. I don't really know how to even... If we could match rotation with it. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a way to do that.
Resources detected.
Okay, well, our mining turret did not automatically turn on when we saw it, so I guess let's check something real quick here. Is there a way to, like, do I have a mine button? Probably not. Let's see. Ooh, my inertial damper cut is not bound, but that actually might be useful. The ability to just turn the dampers on and off at random. Not at random, sorry, at will. So you can do some cool maneuvers that way. Link fire, view toggle. Sure are a lot of things you might need to do in a ship. Oh hey, V is a quick area scan. I guess that's useful. So, a bunch of controls for billiards. Apparently it's a little bit more complicated than I was making it. If I'd been using all of the fancy billiards controls, we would have been a little bit less embarrassed at the table. Well, I don't really see any indication that there's a mining... Yeah, there's no mining controls. This might be a thing that I have to... Oh. Yep, the ship is not stopped right now. This might be a thing I have to go and look up. It could also be the case... Hold on, I'm going to use the hotkey like a professional.
Resources detected.
Yeah, look at that. This might be one of those things where I just have to go and look it up. It's always disappointing. That's right, so we have these hotspots. There's no control for, like, power to the lasers. Even if I wanted to, like... Yeah, I don't know. This is that's not going to do anything. Oh. Oh! You can, in fact, get manual control of a turret. This is the wrong turret, though. Hello. Okay, maybe this is what we got to do. The wrong side of the ship is toward the asteroid. Can I tell which side I am on here? Not really. Okay. Get me out of the turret. Okay. So let's go to turret mode. This is the wrong turret. Here we go. Okay. I can see some of the rock, but I could not actually target it. This is a little, a little clumsy. So I think what I want to do is this. It seems like the mining turret's on the belly of the ship, maybe? Yeah, it totally is.
Detected.
Okay. Alright, show me one of those glowy areas. I could probably adjust the heading of the ship a little bit more. Ooh, we're getting some weird vision distortion at the edge of the glass panels here.
Resources detected.
See, how am I supposed to... The fact that I can't aim the mining turret while also driving the ship makes this a little tricky. Well, I think I've put myself in a position here where I actually don't have vision of any of the mineable bits of the rock. Also, apologies to anybody who is being made a little uncomfortable by the way the turret turns, because I'm also am experiencing that. Alright, hold on. Let me exit turret mode here. Boy, I bet I'm overcomplicating this. It feels like this should not be this hard.
Resources detected.
Alright, so we're looking for... There's one. There's a glowy segment. So we're going to go to, like, here. We're going to stop. We're going to turn the ship like... Boy, I'm getting closer to this thing. Or rather, it is getting closer to me. I refuse to take responsibility for the thing that was happening there. Okay. Turn the ship like this. Engage the mining turret.
Resources detected.
I don't know if I need to, like, have actively scanned it recently to, for the zones to show up. I'm just trying to be on the safe side here. So this gives us a much wider view of the asteroid. I can see almost the entire thing as it rotates. Aha! Help if I was not missing.
Extracted.
Oh, look at that! We're doing it! I mean, that's just iron ore, which is not exactly what we're looking for, but it's not nothing.
Resources detected.
Okay, looks like we mined this one out already. Yo, this is cool, though.
Resources detected.
The fact that it's sort of complicated, like a little bit complicated, actually makes it really neat. It makes it feel good to do it. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get a read on... There's the next one. I mean, obviously iron ore is not super valuable. It's definitely not what we came out here looking for. But it would not be a terrible thing to have. Is this a good use of our time? I don't know. Probably not. Probably not making more money per time unit doing this than we would be by doing jobs.
Yik Yak Super Snack. Nothing satisfies like
Huh.
Yik Yak Super Snack. High quality desiccants concentrate the flavor and give it the hearty
That is what they
crunch
do.
kids love. Top food inspectors agree it's nutritionally ambiguous.
Resources detected.
Today and dig in. That awkward tingling in your stomach is satisfaction. Yik Yak Super Snack.
I wonder if there's a button. Like a quick button for swapping through through my turrets. I am probably too far away from this.
Resources detected.
I wanted to have a nice wide view of the asteroid, but this is probably too much. I do feel good that we figured this out, though. It's probably probably like totally fascinating to watch. This is the wrong side of this asteroid. I mean, this is going to be like anything else, right? We're going to be... Ooh, that's the wrong button.
Resources detected.
We're going to be real clumsy at it at first, and then we'll get better over time. It doesn't seem to indicate what resources we're looking at. So I want to tip you to about here. Ooh, that's extremely the wrong button. That might have screwed things up. Okay.
Resources extracted.
There we go.
Pure water, diamonds. Okay, we did alright on this one. Okay, you just have to hit any one patch on the asteroid. There were 2 patches visible there, but we got all the loot from just one. That's not... I keep pressing the wrong button. Okay, we'll be back then. So we want to jump back through to Missouri. I don't know how much we'll go out of our way to mine stuff, especially considering that it seems to be pretty low yield. But when we do things that bring us in the vicinity of large rocks, we can just try stuff out. Nah, that's okay. I'm busy. Yeah, maybe we should...
Looks like they're in a bit of a fix.
Actually, we should probably help in situations like that. Who's in a bit of a fix? I don't see anyone anywhere, actually. Yeah, there is nothing within scanner range. I don't know what Juno's talking about. But we should probably actually help at distress beacons, because like obtainium ore is a pretty common piece of cargo. We should be getting involved with as many ships as possible.
Always gives me such a splitting headache.
All right. Let's go try to do this job. I wonder if Richter's off cooldown by now. We spent so much time screwing around with the asteroids, I bet he is.
Trouble.
I seem to be in a bit of trouble. I sure could use your help.
Yeah, okay, I could probably blow some things up for a nominal fee. I might go so far as to say it's basically the only thing I'm good at. I mean, maybe good is too strong a word. The only thing of which I am capable. I'm getting a little better at it. Alright, drop me something cool.
Thanks. It ain't much, but I hope this'll help you out.
Tell me it's 7 units of obtainium ore. Alright, well, I mean... People like diamonds. Okay, some obtainium. I'll take some. Gold ore, that's definitely more valuable. Okay, where the hell was I going? I'm all distracted here. Oh, wait, hold on.
Bounty detected.
Bounty detected. Also, minerals. Hey, that thing's coming at us, like, pretty quickly. I'm just gonna get out of the way over here.
Tip of the hat to you.
I know bounty and whatever, but, mining. Yeah, there we go. Okay, here we go. Listen, it's a little harder to control than it might look. I mean, like, gold and pure water are both valuable.
Bounty detected.
I don't know if I really want to even bother with the bounty. I'm just saying, our potential bounty over there is traveling in the company of some people. It would not be a fair fight. I certainly don't want to get engaged in a fight that's stacked in anyone else's favor. I can barely win fights that are stacked in my favor. Let's get a little bit more over here. Okay. I think that ought to do it. Completely lost track of the rock. Which rock am I looking at? Actually, a fair number of them over here. This one is not turning fast enough to show me all of its vulnerable, resourcey places. I wonder, is that the rock I was originally looking at? Because this one is a little further away. I may have tilted the ship too much. Why am I getting a reading that says no tractor system? That's weird.
Bounty detected.
Okay, so that rock has nothing in it. I'm gonna have to just reposition a little bit. I guess it's saying that the mining thing has no... Hold on. Apparently I missed some anomalies earlier. Well, let's go get those. Maybe a little overzealous given the very small distance away that those were.
Bounty detected.
I know, I know. It's just like a normal... Yeah, it's a normal mercenary craft. I don't know that I really want to mess with it. It's possible that that Commonwealth freighter would not interfere. As you can tell, I'm kind of waffling on it, but I think we're just going to leave it alone. Alright, so here's a question. I'm going to not scan. I'm going to intentionally not scan here. We're going to get close to this thing and just see if we can see any of those patches. Because it is a little annoying to be press and scan over and over again. Let's make sure that it's actually necessary. Well, I mean, I certainly don't see anything. Yeah, I don't know. Hard to tell.
Bounty detected.
When I press this, does it make anything appear? Nope. So we just weren't on a side that had resources anyway. So who knows? Who knows if a scan was necessary? And I'm definitely picking up that we have something in this particular rock. Wait. No, it's just some lighting. I don't want. Let me zoom away from the rock for a second. It's going to be a lot easier to see the patches if I'm not right up on the thing. I'll tell you what, though. This right here, this mine in rocks in space, this is the kind of thing I might do mostly off camera. Just a little bit. What about on this side? Anything?
Bounty detected.
Yeah, I wish there was an easier or more obvious indicator of which side the resources might be on. That's just the bounty glowing through the wall there.
Detected.
And there's so many rocks out here that claim they have delicious resources in them. If it takes me this long to figure out where on the rock the stuff is for each of them, we could actually be here all day. You know what? This guy's the bounty, right?
Leads. You let me know.
Oh, I think I've heard of a lead. Yeah, look at how many ships they're traveling with. I don't think that's a good idea. That feels foolish to me.
Bounty detected.
Alright, let's give a couple of these other rocks a quick look, and then we'll jump out of here. Unless I'm missing something, this is a remarkably cantankerous exercise. I probably am missing something, though. There's probably an easier way to do this that it's not occurring to me. Because that tends to be the way it is. Let's put a little bit of distance between me and the rock.
Bounty detected.
I mean, maybe... No, we know that we know that knowing a rock has resources in it is not enough. Because when I attempt to shoot it with the mining laser and miss the good part, we don't get anything. Let's put our belly toward it and just test a little bit, huh? Oops. Sorry, everyone. Ooh.
Bounty detected.
Well, that is, like, obviously glowing with gold ore. What if I just shoot it with the mining laser for a long time? Nope, you gotta hit the right area.
Stay with us, classical music
this is
fans.
very
We've got
obviously a
more
gold
details
asteroid,
from
though,
the
right?
1900s headed your way. This is the spark.
Aha! There's a patch.
Resources extracted.
Okay, we managed to extract them while being too far away to actually pick them up. Oh, and we did get some obtainium.
Got it.
I wonder how much stuff is in the hold right now. Let me finish vacuuming all this up. How much hold space do we have left? 4. We have 4 space. Well, we're gonna make a tidy amount of money. Like the pure water is pretty valuable. Diamonds and the gold ore are sort of whatever. Yeah, we'll make a decent little profit here once we hit a station. Can drop this off. As much as I want to keep mining, and I totally do, this is probably a good time for us to get out of here and get back on mission. We'll figure the rest of this. We'll get the rest of the ore. It's not a big deal. Let's go to a station really quickly. Just to check our progress here, to save our progress, and to drop off some of this cargo. And then we'll get on the mission that we actually have here.
Destination reached.
I disagree. Destination not reached. There are some of those religious pirates behind us. I have no interest in fighting them. Can we please actually reach the destination?
Destination reached.
Also, distress beacon detected.
Stay frosty.
You know what? I don't want to mess with it. I'd rather just dock and
Clearance granted.
checkpoint all of this stuff that we got. I hate to do all that mining and then lose it, right? It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful thing that we've done to this ship. Alright, commodities. We can afford to offload a pretty large amount of this garbage. When did I get pulp novels? Don't need any of this stuff. Diamonds. Diamonds are pretty much whatever. I'll go ahead and sell the pure. I mean, any kind of mining stuff that we get is going to go for a little bit less than it's actually worth out here because, you know, they can source their own mining stuff if they want. We'll keep the obtainium, obviously. Try to keep the human transplants. These hijacked valuables may end up getting dumped. Okay. Alright, let's go do a mission. So if we're going to carry around these human transplants as part of building toward that high-paying job, that means that every contraband scan is going to lead to trouble from now on. It's possible that we could deposit this stuff at Bountiful Vista, maybe? We'll look into it. We'll look into it after we attempt this job. Alright, let's see what it is. I mean, I'm sure I know what it is. Blow stuff up in space. I guess maybe it behooves us to actually look at the mission log. We've marked nav points with 3 deadbeats. Deliver a beatdown if necessary. Get those envelopes. Okay. So we're going to want to talk to people here a little bit. Who is the deadbeats? I don't actually know. Yeah, give me a scan. Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, hey there.
Is this... How am I supposed to know which of the many... Ooh.
Fly safe, friend.
Okay, managed to narrowly avoid a collision there. Yeah, how do I know which of our, which of the many people around here is the deadbeats? Doesn't look like any of them have a mission marker on them. Yeah, this could be a little clearer. Hold on, let's jump out to one of the other locations. Maybe it's the case... Detected valuables? Really? At that distance?
Watch your back out there.
Let's see. Let's see if we have an option with any of these guys that says... Okay, the Starling, Trader... Looks like we have the same comms options for everyone in the area. Boy, this is just like the episode where SB does not know what is going on. Okay, hold on. Let me, make this our primary mission. Does that clarify things any? I guess let's jump over to this other node?
Destination reached.
I mean, our destination was not really reached, but we are now reaching it. Oh, there's a cargo container here.
Hostile craft inbound.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I'm assuming that the hostile craft are these pirates. Yeah, I was gonna say that shouldn't take very long.
God,
Ow.
what are you, blind? I think that's the last of them.
Okay, let's get this cargo container. I don't think this is the job, but let's go and take whatever's in here anyway. Oh. I
Shit.
thought I had more time there. It turns out they're small, these cargo containers. Ah, a couple units of robot modules. I guess that's valuable-ish. Okay. Back to the mission. Let's see, the node that we came out here to check out is right in the center of the minimap, but there is nothing at all visible in this direction. Yeah, there's nobody around here to hail. I'm a little stymied. Because we should be shaking people down, right?
Pilot disengaged by distress signal.
I see you, sinner.
Oh, man.
Time for this.
Hostiles. Missile
I
inbound.
may
It's true,
burn
I
your
don't have
body,
time for this.
But I will save your soul.
My soul needs my body. Without my body, it would be homeless.
Missile inbound. Forward shields down.
These guys got no sense of self-preservation.
Damn it.
Okay, one down.
Missile inbound.
One down, what feels like a very large number of them to go.
Reached.
Okay, I did destroy the missile before it hit, though. There's another reason I'm a little bit less worried about missiles than lasers, is because we do already have some ability to deal with them. It's not foolproof, certainly, but it works some of the time.
Come on, Juno.
Missile inbound. Forward shields down.
Oof, okay. I leaned the ship a little bit there so that we wouldn't take that missile hit in the front.
Don't look behind you.
Yeah, yet another reason that missiles are a little bit less of a concern is that we're so much more able to control where an individual missile is hitting us. Okay, well that sucked. Those guys hit fairly hard. This might be a good time to drop out to Port Jefferson. You know, just a quick repair.
Destination reached.
Yeah, geez, having a paint job on your ship, like having paint that you know what it's supposed to look like, makes it so much more obvious when there's serious damage. I'll never forgive myself for allowing this to be done to Manny Calavera's sweet face. Sweet, bony face. And I'm like in the docking path. I would like to dock now. Oh, there are hostiles near. Man, I don't want to have to fight hostiles. It looks like maybe there's only one. Also, I don't really agree that he's near. Extremely killable, though. This is a solvable problem right here.
Target destroyed.
Alright, well, apparently there was more than one. Gonna be a situation here where there isn't even one in a second, though.
Hell with this.
Okay. Let's make ourselves a citizen's arrest, because doing so is worth some money. And then we'll get back to docking. Alright, don't afterburner directly into the ejected pilot. They are also small and hard to see as you approach.
There we go.
There we go. Sounds like there's still some fighting going on, although I don't see what there is around here to fight. Hopefully, it's clear enough that they'll let me dock. Because I'm really worried about how all of the parts of the ship are behaving right now. And there are definitely no enemies anywhere nearby. Ooh, okay, we made it. Mostly in one piece. In a very small number of pieces, at least.
Bandit 2-4 requesting clearance to land.
Looks like Bespin. Okay, you know, just 3,000 credits worth of damage is all. I mean, we're making money, though. We're putting it together. Okay. So now our progress has been locked in a little bit here. Let's get back out here and give this another try. We've marked nav points with 3 deadbeats. So there are... theoretically, there are deadbeats somewhere. Right. I mean, it's in Missouri. We're in location Joplin. I need the, well, that's apparently... that's not the button I meant to press. Oh well, whatever. At this point, it was looking like I was maybe not going to be able to do it.
Traffic control, you're...
So let's just drop back down into Port Jeffries and see if they have anything. And if there's nothing particularly juicy here, then we're just jumping back to Eureka. All these numbers look too low for me to even read the text. Listen, my time is valuable. I've decided suddenly. Source some soy paste, run 10 units of dry-aged yik-yak to the Sweetland system, find 11 units of Greel whiskey. They were buying Greel whiskey at that station that we were at earlier, not selling it, right? I think so. Well, a lot of this stuff is taking us kind of out of our way. Taggart's the wrong direction. This is 17,000 credits for an in-system job, though. Pirate interdiction is expected, and you know what? Absolutely welcome. We can do this. And then we'll go back to Bountiful Vista and give that dish mission a shot. Yeah, I gotta say, the classical music station, it's just a little, I think, a little too laid back.
Autopilot disengaged by craft proximity.
You need any help?
How's business?
Yeah, is that it? Is that all you have to say to me? Alright, sorry, which one am I? There we go. This is the one I'm supposed to be pairing with.
Autopilot disengaged by hostiles. Hostile craft
I see
inbound.
you, sinner.
Let's just call
Some
Richter,
time
you
to
know,
do a favor
just
for
in
a
case.
Oh, you missed me, didn't you? Well, sure, I can head your way.
You know, Richter, what I really missed is the way other people like to shoot at you instead of me.
No beginning. I'm getting ripped to bits. Somebody help.
Working on
Your
it.
knight in shiny armor has arrived.
Nope, don't aim it, Richter.
And return with an army of the just.
Jesus, they really are having at him. Wow. Okay, these ships are fairly serious.
Don't take all the glory now.
Yeah, they destroyed the convoy leader, like, very quickly there. It's alright, you know, it was like a relatively small ship. It probably didn't actually have a lot of valuable stuff on it. We just gotta not let them destroy the big freighters, that's all.
Just keep flying straight.
It is nice when they do that. Oh god, I'm starting to identify with Richter Brust. You know what this is? It's that space madness.
Shove that up your tailpipe.
Just grab some devotional art while we're flying past.
This cannot be.
Bounty
Damn.
received.
Alright.
Seems like it's smooth sailing now.
Yes, we've definitely solved all of their problems, and everyone totally survived. Let's go ahead and grab all of the loot that they left behind. It feels a little counterproductive to kill these guys, but then go ahead and spread their religious propaganda for them. Let's meet back up with our people here. Looks like we scooped up everything.
How's things on your end?
So the ship that we were paired with
Nice to see a
before
friendly face out here.
is dead now. Did we get a notification that the mission failed? No, we still have it. So I have the ability to autopilot, but I don't seem to have the ability to pair anymore. Maybe the quest didn't fail because the actual important ships, like the cargo ships, didn't get destroyed, but I can't complete it because the command ship did get destroyed? Maybe? This ship is marked as my mission objective. Maybe if we just get alongside the right part of it, we'll get the option to pair and continue. Can we call out to them? Ooh, I can give Richter more explicit orders. Hey everybody, how's business?
All smooth on my end.
Yeah, it kind of seems like the mission's not moving forward anymore because we let the one ship get destroyed, but it for some reason didn't actually fail properly. Why is this glowing? Maybe I didn't get all the pirates, but I think I did. Because even Richter said, you know, looks like smooth sailing. Alright, well, I guess let's bug out then. This thing bugged out, so we shall as well. Because in the past when we've done this, after wiping out the pirates, we were just given the opportunity to repair again.
Oh, you're gonna regret that.
And I spent missiles on that too. They ought to reimburse me. Yeah, sure, Narco-Cola, why not?
Safely in the hold.
I'm gonna end up dumping all this stuff anyway, but... Okay, where's the gate? There's the gate. So we're gonna give this mission... Wait, there's still... Richter's still fighting people. He found some people to shoot at. As he will do.
I'm on him.
Well, that went better than expected.
I will say, those things seem to have pretty impressive hull. I feel like we knock out their shields quite quickly, and then it still takes like 10 full seconds of sustained fire to actually get the job done.
That always gives me such a splitting headache.
Alright, let's go back to Bountiful Vista. And see if we have any storage options, because I would love to not have to carry all this transplant nonsense around with me all the time. I assume it's just that one robot who is running all of the docking protocols. We certainly haven't employed anyone else here. Population 1. Economy? Nope. Okay, no, we do not have any options here. I mean, maybe we will once we fix the place up a little bit. Definitely worth checking in, though. If only so that, should we get blown up on this mission, which seems, you know, fairly likely, we don't have to repeat all the flying. Alright, Richter, you and me.
Destination reached.
So we just get over near the transponder, and then everything goes extremely smoothly, right?
Okay, Spanner, I'm at the coordinates. I can see the transponder. There's also a lot of wreckage around here.
How odd. I'm sure it's just a coincidence. Ah, yes, I can see it through the link. I'm going to upload a new block of code for you to feed to the transponder, and it should set the appropriate frequencies and reorient. It'll only take a few moments.
You know, a few moments more than we
Looks like
have,
I
though.
got company. The Red Devils didn't waste any time. Seems they're feeling a little protected.
Blow up as many of these as I can on the way in.
Damn it. Just what I needed.
I need just a bit more time with this upload. I'm sure you can handle those ruffians in the meantime.
Oh, come on, come on, come on.
Same old story.
Stop dodging, you asshole.
Mighty fine, Juno. Mighty fine.
It definitely seems like Richter is drawing some attention here. We're getting shot at so much less.
This is the end of the road.
Missile inbound.
Damn it!
Aft shields down.
That said, you know, less is not the same thing as not at all.
Aft shields down.
You just try and shake me, buddy.
Damn it, come
No
on.
shot, Juno.
Missile inbound.
The aft shields are still all screwed up. Alright.
I'm just trying to shake
That's
this.
better. That missile will hit us in more of the front side now.
Son of a bitch!
Shove that up your tailpipe.
Whew, I got a whole mess of guns pointed at this one.
Ooh, okay. Feel free to, like, fire them
The
all.
upload is complete, but you'll need to dispose of
Oh,
the
God.
rest of the red devils,
Okay,
or
come
they'll
on,
simply
come on.
recapture the transponder.
Okay, I got a lot of those.
Forward shields down. Forward hull breached.
Okay. That's enough warnings. Thank you. They're just bumming me out.
Damn it, I'm burning up over here. Like fish in a barrel.
I think that's the last of them.
Jesus.
It seems those unsavory characters have been sent packing. Well
Okay.
done. The transponder is now reoriented.
Please tell me this is the part where I come home.
Signal here at Bountiful Vista. By
Oh,
the time
thank
you
God.
return, I should have the old Texcom terminal up and running. Huzzah!
Guess that's that.
I mean, we should grab the loot. Okay. Missions available in the Bountiful Vista mission board all net an additional 20% reward. Alright, give me a good mechanical reason to care about the place. That makes sense.
Complete.
Just grab these real quick. Okay, nothing else of value in the area. That was terrifying. That was a real, actual harrowing experience.
Autopilot disengaged by distress signal.
Oh, I'm in. I do like the pirate Manny Calavera that we have now with the whole upper left quadrant of his face covered in scorch marks. We are in no position to be doing a distress beacon. No, that's alright, Spanner. I'll guide it in myself. Don't worry. I wouldn't want you to have to get up out of my lawn chair.
Oh, I'm so pleased to see you. I feel so energized. I haven't been this excited in decades.
So, we're all up and running?
Indeed we are, with full access to Texcom's mission posting system and ready for your perusal.
Sounds good. I'll check it out.
Wonderful. Of course, there's plenty more that could be done to make this a functional space.
It would be nice if we could
What
repair
have
the
you got
ship
in
here.
mind?
An equipment bay, for starters. There's no reason one couldn't be fabricated. If I had the right raw materials and we established an agreement for merchandise, why, it should be quite possible.
I've got some old shipping contacts. I could probably work something out with Lee's, a supplier I used to work with out of Mississippi. What else do you need?
If you could procure 4 tons of steel and 4 tons of components for fabrication of the bay, I believe I could get it constructed.
All right then, I'll talk to Leeds and then see what I can do about that raw material. Sit tight.
Never fear, I will.
Yeah, alright, that stuff's not too hard to come by. So what kind of things do we see at the mission board here? Looks like pretty low value stuff in general. Probably it'll get better over time, especially as we continue to improve the place. Also, all of this stuff is cop work. Who wants to work for the police? Well, I think that probably that probably ought to be where we stop for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully, all that mining stuff didn't drive too many people away. Come back next time, tomorrow, when maybe I will have done a bunch of mining off camera and we'll be filthy rich. And we'll see you then.